And the inside joke amongst everybody on Reddit is kind of like if you post something a little against the grain, you're getting downvoted to shit. There's one subreddit that has like stood the fucking test of time.
So it's kind of like Twitter.
Twitter's worse in many ways. Reddit, you'll at least get some rational people in there sometimes. I'm going a little too hard on it. I was on this little baby subreddit, I want to say when it had like 300,000 people. Or, for those who don't know, Reddit, you do r/whatever it is, r/somewhat savants, r/NASCAR, and you go look at it. This was r/Antiwork. And I had just quit that kitchen where I had left. I was so fed up with such a toxic work environment and a boss who like subtly was like wanting to fuck me and was married, but then like would play these head games with me and turn on me and then like use the weird relationship we had with each other against me.
Sounds like you're new to the restaurant life.
From what I've heard, your stories, yes. It was...
As I worked in restaurants for 6 years, I'm like, yep, that sounds about right.
You're very close quarters. Oh, I have this pan of risotto. Let me get past you.
The best gossip was doing dishes at the end of the night.
Oh, and her and I would do a lot of dishes together. Oh, Jared and I will do it. You guys can go. And I'm telling
Let's
you...
clean these pans.
I'm not going to say the name of this place, but and if she ever watches this, fuck it. I could have fucked her. And I had coworkers to corroborate it. I had just quit that job. I left her a note. I was so done. She went to the grocery store to get shit, and I was just done that day. And I was going to talk to her, and she knew I was going to talk to her. It was like a breakup. And
I quit.
I was ready. And she was like, I'm going to Sam's.
She avoided the conflict.
And just went. And so I was like, fuck it. I looked at my coworker. I want to shout her out, but then I don't. I looked at Emma Lynn. Shout out to Emma Lynn. She's a great girl. And told her, I'm writing a fucking note and I'm out of here. I'm done. I gave her a hug because she's cool as shit and was out. I left a sticky note saying, like, this is what I got to do. I had visions of this podcast, like, taking off and all this bullshit. And I left her a note.
Bigger things to achieve.
It was something along those douchey lines, and I left. And
I'm catching the midnight train to Georgia.
Right around this time, I found the Antiwork subreddit because I was like, fuck a 9-to-5, fuck work, fuck this shit. The podcast, the music, whatever, I'm doing it. And I found a community of like 300,000 people who all believed what I believed. Which at the heart of it was really probably just
the population of the United States.
It is now.
No, it's 300 million. Never mind.
It was all rooted in fucking laziness for me. I was just like, I hate
working
and responding to people. I want to be able to do what I want to do. And slowly but surely, this subreddit was growing. And what really got it to pop off was people posting screenshots of their quitting. And the boss is saying, like, you can't not come in. You don't realize or how hard I work, and you're so replaceable. And the people come back with these savage responses like, if I'm replaceable, I quit. And it was just a bunch of people who hate 9-to-5ing celebrating each other. And like I said, slowly but surely, it grew and grew and grew and grew, and finally just hit 1 million members. And their big thing that they're catching articles now for, got it pulled up right now, Vice.com, headline, Reddit's million strong anti-work community wants to black out Black Friday. And what that essentially means is everybody quit your jobs on Black Friday and cause mass chaos. Now, one might say, okay, yeah, these online things, whatever. Look at what Reddit's done in just the past year.
I mean, GameStop.
To the whole fucking economy.
And those Wall Street heads didn't like that one very much, did they?
Shut it the fuck down.
I still am on Wall Street bets, even though I have nothing to do with the stock market. It kind of annoys me because they post so much, clogs up the fucking feed. But they are just on this mission. It's GameStop. It's AMC. They are just in it to fucking win it. And when I say that, I mean say fuck the fucking system. And we saw all the clips of the Fox News or Fox Business and MSNBC and all these people bad-mouthing Reddit and social media saying they need to get banned. We saw Robinhood stop fucking trading. I wish Caleb was here because he knows a lot more about this shit than I do.
Yeah, Robinhood, they were public enemy number one for a minute. People were like, what the fuck?
The power of the internet is just getting so crazy, and it sounds gay, but I'm so proud of this little tiny community that I was a part of for so long. Make fucking Vice headlines. And
because how many members did it have when you joined it?
To my recollection, like 300,000. And it, since COVID,
Oh, it's got to have over 1 million now.
it erupted, Zach. Once we saw companies, after we, the people, started leaving saying, oh, you were making 11 an hour? I'll give you 17. Wait a second. You could have given me 17 all along? And when people start realizing that kind of shit, and then, you know what, some people are smart with how they get money off the government and grants and whatever. You know what, fuck it. Fuck the government. More power to you. I don't like people who are sapping off the government, but people who know how to play the system and play it right and not have to go work a fucking 9 to 5, Jared says more power to you. I would love that.
I mean, I do think working a 9 to 5 is not good for the psyche in the end, because that's why I don't work a 9 to 5 now. But I do work hard, but I have my own schedule.
You're right.
Kind of, sort of. But you gotta pay your dues at some point. You can't work it forever, but...
No, and I don't want to say that. You're right. I don't want to say that to encourage a lifelong career in scamming the government, because we also pay.
Well, I'm not encouraging a lifelong career in restaurant work either.
So,
but you got to move on from it.
But then here's the argument, and it's weird. We need restaurant workers, and we need those kind of people.
Yeah, I mean, those jobs are going to be available for people who
are on their way up, or are
on their way up, or
have
have no desire to grow as a person. That may sound harsh, but that's what those jobs are for.
You know what? I would agree with that.
Because I was there once upon a time when I worked 6 years in the restaurant world, drinking, smoking all the time, raging, no aspiration really, but no intention to be better. But when you actually find the intention to be better, you realize you're better than that job at some point. And you can have a better quality of life and you can make more money elsewhere, but you got to apply yourself. People who have no interest in that at any point, that job is meant for you. Get used to it.
It's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone, or it's the job, like I said, for if you don't want to grow any further as a person, keep it.
I used to think if everybody followed their dreams, then society would collapse. But I would also think when I was at these dead-end jobs, oh, shit, I'm here forever. That's why I quit many of my jobs.
Yeah, see, that is your, no, I don't want to say it's your fault, but that's,
it is.
That mindset is what jades your thinking. Because
don't be polite with me, shoot straight.
Yeah, it's your fault. So, because when I was at those jobs too, I made sure to always never think like, oh, I'm stuck here. Like, I would work there for a while. Like, I worked restaurant jobs for 3 years. Like, at one place. But you always have to just know that it's not the end of the road. And sure as shit, it wasn't. I've done quite a few things. I haven't worked in a restaurant in almost 6 years.
Can we dedicate an entire episode to your restaurant stories?
Oh, God. I mean, if I can rehash them enough to tell them good.
If you were sober enough to remember half of them.